I'm not asking for forgiveness for what I've done.
I'm done making excuses for you and for me. Nobody's untouchable.
So this really was a nice unexpected surprise that they just dropped for Raising Kanan Season 5, the last and final season for Raising Kanan, the last season for most of the Thomas family, most likely the last season for characters such as Unique, Snaps, Pop, and a few others, although we don't know whether one or two could transition over to Power Origins. We already know Mackay Curtis will as Kanan. They didn't exactly confirm Breeze is crossing over just yet, but I'm sure he will as well. I do personally think by the time we get to Power Origins, there probably will also be a time jump because of who they've casted for a young Ghost and Tommy, but we'll get there when we get there. For now, they dropped this teaser for Season 5 of Raising Kanan teasing, Killers Aren't Born, They're Raised. They've also given us a couple of new scenes, they haven't given us much, so we'll just keep this one short and sweet. But first off, I do think everybody wants to know, when is Raising Kanan Season 5? When is it going to hit our TV screens? The problem is, we all know how stars work. They never like giving official dates, and even when they do, it's fall this, summer that, or in Raising Kanan Season 4's case last season, winter, which was right at the back end of last winter. But if we were to think about it logically, if they air 5 episodes of Force from November to December, pick up with the final 5 in Jan with the holiday period and New Year period as a break, they then have other shows such as Outlander, P-Valley, there's also Fightland to look forward to as well next year, which I will be covering on the channel. We're probably looking at summer 2026 if we're lucky, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it ended up being in fall 2026. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Let's just wait and see. But let's get into some of these teaser scenes and have a look at what they've given us. Now, kicking things off in this teaser, we've got Kanan and Rock. We've got the ending scene where Kanan apparently pulled the trigger on Rock. Now, I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm not buying the cliffhanger one bit. I don't think Rock is dead at all, and I'd probably go as far as to saying I don't think Kanan even shot Rock. They actually released an image of Rock way back in March 2024, when they confirmed Raising Kanan was actually renewed for Season 5, and this was one of the images. So I'm not buying the cliffhanger, and I don't think any of you guys are either. Raquel Thomas, she is Raising Kanan. The show may be about a young Kanan, and does great of a job that everyone does. I always say the acting and the cast is stellar for Raising Kanan, but Patina Miller as Rock, she really is the star of the show. So of course she's going to be back, no doubt. Now in the teaser we've then got Kanan's voiceover where he says he's done making excuses for you and for me. Now what he means by this is he's probably done with Rock's ruthless and manipulative actions, as well as him believing or making excuses for Rock. It's actually what he said to Rock when he had this conversation with her back in Season 4 Episode 10. But why it means more is because this is going to mark a huge shift in Kanan's character arc. He's done being played, even though he is actually being played by Snaps and Pop, topic for a different day. But he's done being played, he's done being lied to and manipulated by his mother. This is the moment where he's going to step up and take control. Now we've also got a couple of scenes where Kanan's driving, it does look like he's going to be hit, it does also look like he is going to be doing some heavy hitting himself. But he is going to come up against a lot of problems in Season 5. When it pans to the scene where it says killers aren't born, they're raised, someone does have a gun to Kanan. It looks like a female because if you pause it, you can see the nails painted. It definitely does look like a girl's hand, who could literally be anyone. It's pointless us trying to guess who this could actually be. But what I do want to mention is, Kanan really is bruised up over his left eye and face. It really does look like he's battered and bruised. So even though I do think Kanan is going to turn it up this season, he's still going to have to go through it. I mean, I really wonder who's kind of done this to Kanan, because I'd hate to be the other person when he turns. So he's still going to come up against a lot of problems, a lot of enemies, he's going to have to learn the hard way, and I don't expect anything less because of the character we knew from Power. He's still going to have to go through a big learning curve. Now, in terms of the term killers aren't born, they're raised, we did hear something very similar from Kanan's narration back in 402. It was when Unique killed Rock's lawyer when he mentioned, soldiers are made, killers are born. Now over here we've got killers aren't born, they're raised. Now the difference between the two is, this is Kanan's arc, and in Kanan's arc, there are a lot of external factors that have turned Kanan into the killer that he is. Rock's manipulation, he's now lost loved ones such as Famous and Crystal, he's been played by Snaps and Pop, and that's going to be another learning curve for him. You also have a look at who his uncles are in Marvin and Lou, and also his cousin in Duke. It's how he's been raised. So just remember what he said to Tariq back in Power.
I ain't never been good. I wasn't raised that way.
So, killers aren't born, they're raised. Let's see what Kanan's narration has to say about it in one of the episodes in Season 5. because I'm sure at least one of his narrations in season 5 will definitely go into it. Now the final 2 scenes of Kanan are him saying nobody is untouchable, with him pointing a gun towards someone and probably pulling the trigger, and I do think that just sums up season 5 as a whole. Nobody is untouchable. I do think it's going to be a bloodbath ending for season 5, a clearing of the chessboard before they move over to Power Origins, and nobody is safe. None of the Thomases, not Unique, not Snaps, Pop, nobody apart from, of course, Kanan and Duke. But that's where I'm going to leave it for this one. There are only a couple of scenes to kind of go through, so we're going to keep it short and sweet, but drop all your thoughts down below in the comment section. Let me know what you think of our first official teaser of Raising Kanan Season 5, coming in 2026. Drop all your thoughts and comments down below in the comment section, and as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.